Next question number 4. Two cars having masses m1 and m2 moves in circles of radius r1 and r2 respectively. If they complete circle in equal time, so both cars complete one circle in equal time, say t time, or we can say delta t time. Then find the ratio of angular speed. Angular speed is represented by omega. It is equal to angle or angular displacement by time taken. It is also equal to 2 pi by capital T. That means in total time period for a circular motion, if object is in circular motion and it moves on from point A and completes after one revolution reach again at point A, that means in complete revolution it covers 2 pi distance and time taken is called time period, capital T. So we can also write omega equal to theta by t equal to 2 pi by t. In this case, in this question, two cars having masses in moves in circle of radius r1 and r2. So two circles which have different radius but complete circle in equal time. Time is equal in both cases. So if we consider omega 1 equal to equal time, so it takes the time t and completes a circle, that means displacement is 2 pi. Because angular velocity we are concerned with the angular displacement. Angle is 2 pi for one revolution. Similarly, omega 2 is also equal to 2 pi by t. This implies that angular velocity will be equal. This implies that omega 1 by omega 2 ratio of their angular speed is 1. This is the answer. Question number 5. A particle travels in a circle of radius 20 centimeter at a speed that uniformly increases. Particle moving on a circle and its radius is r equal to 20 centimeter. At a speed, that means magnitude of velocity increases uniformly. It increases uniformly. It increases uniformly means there is an acceleration which is constant. Constant acceleration is there. If speed changes from 5 to 6 in 2 seconds, we can say it is meter per second. 5 meter per second to 6 meter per second in 2 seconds, then find the angular acceleration. Here speed changes. We have already mentioned that acceleration in circular motion has two components. One is radial component and another is tangential component. Radial component is along unit vector ER and tangential component is along unit vector ET. This radial component is due to the change in direction of velocity v. Because in circular motion, as particle moves, its directions changes. That means due to this change in directions, there is an acceleration along the radius that is called radial acceleration. And due to change in magnitude of velocity, there is an acceleration along the tangent that is called AT. That means for a non-uniform circular motion, there are two accelerations. One is along tangent and another is along radius. Now he is saying speed changes from 5 to 6 in 2 seconds. That means acceleration equal to delta v by delta t. It is equal to 6 minus 5, initial 5 and final speed is 6. 6 minus 5, time taken is 2 seconds. That means this is 1.1 by 2 equal to 0.5 meter per second. This is the acceleration. Which acceleration? It is the tangential acceleration. Why it is tangential? Because this acceleration is due to the change in the magnitude of the velocity. Question is asked, what is the angular acceleration? And tangential acceleration at equal to dv by dt if we take it in the limiting case, and it is equal to d by dt. We know v equal to omega r. This is the relation between the linear velocity and the angular velocity at a particular instant, because speed is changing with time to time. That's why we are using the differential. So we can write here omega r. R is constant, it is a radius. So r into d omega by dt, and rate of change of angular velocity is angular acceleration. We have asked to find the angular acceleration. So angular acceleration alpha equal to at by r, and at we have calculated 0.5 and r is 20 centimeter. This is 0.5 meter per second and this is 20 centimeter. So we convert it into the meter, it will come 0.2, that is equal to 5 by 2, means 2.5 meter per second. No, it is 2.5 radian, because it is angular acceleration, it will be written in radians per second square. So this is the final answer of this question. Now we move to the question number 6. Question number 6 says a particle moves in a circle of radius 20 centimeter. That is r is given 20 centimeter. Its linear speed is linear speed means v equal to 2t. Find the radial and tangential acceleration at time t equal to 3. We have to find what is at, what is ar at t equal to 3. Here from this relation which is given, v equal to 2t, it means this linear velocity which is along the tangent in a curved path, or say in a circle, this is the velocity v along the tangent. This velocity equal to 2t, it means as time changes, this velocity increases. Say at t equal to 1, it is 2 meter per second. At t equal to 2, it is 4 meter per second. At t equal to 3, it is 6 meter per second, and so on. That means velocity is not constant. It is increasing with time. It means this velocity has changing magnitude changes, and also direction. Both magnitude and direction of the velocity changes. This means the change in magnitude lead to the tangential acceleration, and change in direction in the velocity lead to radial acceleration, which we have to find. We have already found that AR, radial acceleration, is equal to omega square r. It is also written as v square by r. This is in terms of the magnitude. So velocity and this radial acceleration we have to find at t equal to 3 second. This is equal to, so we have to find the velocity at t equal to 3. From given relation v equal to 2t, we can say v at t equal to 3 equal to 2 into 3 equal to 6 meter per second. That's we put here. So it is 6 square oblique. And what is r? R is 20 centimeter. That means 0.2. It is equal to 36 by 0.2. It means 180 meter per second square. This is the magnitude of the radial acceleration. Similarly, and this direction of this radial acceleration is towards the center, opposite to the radius vector. Similarly, we can find the tangential acceleration. Tangential acceleration is due to the change in velocity, magnitude of the velocity, change in the magnitude of velocity. That means at is the rate of change of velocity dv by dt. We differentiate v, which is 2t, we get 2. That means tangential acceleration is 2. There is no variable term. So this implies that at time equal to 3 seconds also, it is 2 meter per second square. So finally we can say radial acceleration is 180 meter per second square and tangential acceleration is 2 meter per second square.